Hi, my name is Lisa, and today I'm going to show you how to create one or more schedules inside of SLP Toolkit. When you first log on, you will be in the caseload screen, and you have an opportunity in each student's profile to enter the weekly service minutes that you see that student. For example, if I pull up Barbara Streisand, I can see that she's scheduled for the week 3 times. Every week she comes 30 minutes a week for fluency, 30 minutes a week for language, 45 minutes a week for articulation. So when you first are working with a student, this will be blank and you can add sessions by clicking that plus sign. It will always default to 30 minutes and you can enter in your type of therapy here. If therapy sessions change throughout the course of the school year, you can remove the old ones just by Xing out. Update that student and we will go back out. Now, the next tab I want to show you is the actual schedule tab. And there is a step-by-step tutorial once you get into the schedule tab, but I'm going to start off from scratch. I have no schedules for any student on my caseload, and I'm going to create a new schedule. So the first thing I need to do is put my schedule name as well as the start and end time of my work day. It's very important that you think about this as you're creating your schedule because this field is not editable once you've selected it. So if my typical work day, not necessarily students, but I arrive at school for meetings or prep or whatever at 7 and leave at 4, that's the default. But maybe even I want to include some students that I see after school that are private pay students. I can even enter in something like 6 o'clock and do that here. There is an opportunity to create a 6-day schedule. That's for people that are on rotating schedules. If you're on like day A, day B, whatever it is, then that would be what you want to click. If you're a traditional 5-day schedule, just stay here on this schedule and hit create. Once you hit create, you'll see that that workday has populated, whatever it is that you designated for your workday times. So now it's time for me to start scheduling. If I am looking to create a schedule from scratch and I am using this as a scheduler, meaning that it's the beginning of the school year, I've received all of the teacher schedules and I'm ready to create a schedule, using this question mark will take you through step by step how to use the scheduler. What I'm going to show you today is how to input your schedule if you already have a schedule that you're working with, which is probably most typical for most of our users if you're coming in anytime after the first of the year. So once I go down to this section, I will see all of my grade levels and all of my teachers. And let's start here with kindergarten. I have several students in Sparbell's class, and when I click that teacher's name, I will see everyone that needs to be scheduled. So if I know that Ed and Barry come together from 9 to 10, I can put Ed and drag him up here. I can take Barry and drag him up here. Oops, let me put him up a little bit higher. And then I can just drag all of my students to wherever they fit on the schedule for any given week and just match it to my existing schedule. So I would do this for every teacher, for every grade level until I had a completed schedule. Now let's flash forward to that this process is done and I'm ready to work more within the schedule. So now we're looking at my schedule all filled in, and these are all of my student therapy times that are already locked in at this point in time. Say I want to add some non-therapy events such as before school on Mondays, I always have a team meeting with my special ed staff. So if I go to 7:30 and that's the start time, I can right click if I'm on a PC or click on that right side of my touchpad on a Mac and schedule that meeting here. If I want to say that, you know what, we really only meet for 15 minutes, I can drag it and make it the correct time. So I might want to do that also for things such as lunch, and maybe I have a staff meeting every Wednesday at 2:45, so I will add that here. These default to 30 minutes, but again, you can make them anytime that you want. And you can drag them around if you thought, oh my goodness, I accidentally put that at 11, but I really wanted it at 11:30, you're able to do that. If you want to look at a glance to see if you have everyone's schedule that's on your caseload, you can click back in here and see if you see any numbers over here. So if I see a number, that indicates that there is a student from that classroom that I forgot to schedule. So I'm going to go ahead and click on that teacher, And I know she comes with Justin on Thursdays, so I will put that right there and plop her into the schedule. What if you are on a campus that works on an A-B week, or maybe an SLP that's working on a 3-to-1 model? Can I have more than one schedule in the system? The answer to that is absolutely. If you go back up here to the Actions button, you can repeat that process by creating a new schedule, and maybe this is my Hello B week schedule, and I can recreate whatever I need to in order to populate my schedule for that week. Another option I have is if not much changes from A to B week and I don't want to start from scratch, I can opt to copy this existing schedule that I have. And once I'm in here, you'll see that I can go to the copy and then move around. Like maybe on this, I don't see these groups, or they only come once a month. So I'm going to go ahead and remove those from my schedule. What's so great about having your schedule in SLP Toolkit is that it directly communicates then with the daily data feature. So once I click on over here, it will show me any students I have scheduled for any given day. So these are all of my Monday students. If I want to go to Tuesday, they will be here waiting for me, Wednesday, and so on. You can click out of the schedule at any time, and everything will save for you. So as you move between these different tabs at the top, everything that you've done on the schedule will auto-save. And to toggle between schedules, you can go here. So same thing when you're working in daily data. If you want to see the scheduled events for this schedule, just make sure that whatever schedule you need to work with, then you can make your selection here from the drop-down. A couple of other quick things to show you in this Actions tab are some things that will help you just for overall management. You can take this schedule and download it as a CSV file. And what that is a file that's readable by something like Google Sheets or Excel if you want to edit this on a paper version, or even if somebody asks for a copy of your schedule and you want to do it that way. If you select the print, it will print out a hard copy PDF form of your schedule. Or if you want to download this and have it import into something like Outlook or Google Calendars or iCal for your smartphones, you're able to do that as well. And that is how you get your schedule into SLP Toolkit. If you have any questions at all, please don't hesitate to reach us at hello@slptoolkit.com.